Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Second Chance. I couldn't sleep. I started thinking about, why am I doing this? I just started thinking if you are wondering why I'm trying to help people quit drinking alcohol, well, I was thinking about two times where I would say were very emotional times for me. One time was when I was in Arizona, when I was stationed out there in the Navy. That was probably my some of the worst times that I had with when it came to alcohol. And I recall this time where it was late, probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was already drunk, like beyond drunk. It was a weekend. I want to say it was a Saturday. And I just was so drunk that I just couldn't stop drinking. And I started crying because I wanted to stop, but I couldn't stop. I just couldn't. I just kept drinking and drinking and drinking until I basically just passed out on the couch. And that was one of the first times that I realized that I really, really needed some help. And then another time when I was stationed in Massachusetts out there, I had abstained from alcohol for about maybe a month, but at the time, my wife didn't know that I had started drinking again. So I actually would get home maybe around 7 p.m. at night, but we had a detached garage. So I would just pull into the garage, close the garage door, turn off the lights, kill the engine, and on the way home, before parking in my garage, I stopped by a liquor store and I would buy a bottle, a pint of, at first it was Bacardi or tequila, but then she started smelling it a little bit on my breath. So then I started buying vodka. So I would get home and I would park in the garage with the lights off. And I would chug this pint of vodka and chase it with either a beer or a soda, or sometimes just straight about a pint in under 20 minutes. And then I would just go inside, back into the house, and pretend like, I just got home. My kid was already in bed. And I did this for almost 2 years. And this is why I'm doing this, because nobody knew that I was doing this. Nobody knew that I had this problem. I was fully functioning somehow, but I would get home and just poison myself every day. So just please remember that alcohol does absolutely nothing for you except ruin your health and ruin your life. Stay blessed, everybody. Till next time.